Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. Today we have another super exciting fall decorating day. We did the porch a couple days ago, and we're gonna do the front yard next. And I have all the stuff prepared. I went and got pumpkins, some mums, straw. Well, that's a lie. My aunt and uncle went and got most of that stuff, but I have all the fall decorations that we didn't use on the porch still in the back of the trailer. So let's look at everything real quick and I'll tell you my plan. At least, yeah, it kind of looks similar year to year, but I feel like when you get something right or you like it, you kind of try to keep doing it. But I'll tell you this, it does not feel like fall today. It feels like the dead of summer, and it's very hot. As a reminder, here is what the porch looks like. Very rustic fall. I went heavy on like baskets and stuff like that. Here are the pumpkins and the plants that we have to work with. There are a number of just squash and gourds and pumpkins. I think that my favorite is this one because it's kind of like speckled. So I have some of these like kind of cool like heirloom looking varieties, and then I have some traditional ones, and I believe these are like butternut squash, and then these huge squash, and we have 2 kale plants to work with, and then 4 mums. It looks like there's 2 yellows, an orange, and a purple. And then over on this side, I have some bales of straw, and then a bunch of things. These are just decorations that I've gathered over the years. A lot of harvest baskets, some boxes that I use to like lift things up or raise stuff up. I have some metal pumpkins. I have a wreath that I put on a tree, which sounds weird, but it's really cute. I have some crocks. I have some of my concrete pumpkins that I made last year. I did a video of this. I can link it for you guys. Let me actually show you where I focus. So I feel like when you have a decently large-ish yard, you can't decorate everything. Well, you could if you had a budget for that, but I don't. So I have to pick and choose where I like to decorate, and we're going to be focusing on 2 areas for sure, with maybe just a little bit here and there in other places, but 2 focal areas is what I'll be doing. If you are coming into the driveway, I like to put a vista. So like I like to decorate a lot right here in front of this tree. And then the very large sweet gum tree up here, I like to do a decoration in front of that. So I'm just going to start decorating while this area has shade because it's kind of brutal, you guys. Like, I'm over it. I'm trying to do the big kind of like anchor pieces first. And I've already switched some stuff out. I'm still not completely sold on what I have going on, but I did go back and grab, I had these 2 mahogany splendor hibiscus plants still in 4-inch containers. And I was thinking I could use them to give some height with some other stuff in them, obviously. I also brought out this arborvitae that I have in a container because I mean, I know that like this shape and color also probably screams like Christmas more than fall, but it might be nice worked in somewhere, somehow, some way. I think I'm going to go ahead and plant this one with maybe a mum in the front and see what I need after that. This is also a Rudbeckia that I started in my greenhouse. I believe this is the Sahara variety. Still in its 4-inch container. These are the last 3 things that I have out by my greenhouse that I started this fall or this spring. And for some reason, for whatever reason, I did not get them planted. And now it'll be good to use them. I only have so many large decorative pieces, so we are not done with this side or this arrangement, but what we're going to do is go to the other tree and put down the large things over there to make sure that I'm divvying up the 2 spaces nicely, and then I'll probably make some changes here and there, and then we can start putting like the medium-sized stuff down, and then the small stuff will go after that. The larger items on the other tree came together quicker, so I just need to play around with this a little bit more because I need something to kind of give me some height on this side as well as this side, since I only have 1 bale of straw here. The other one, the way that I decorate it is I put 1 straw bale down, 1 on its side like this. And then by doing that, it already gives me bulk on that one side, and then I can focus primarily like doing decorations on the other side. But I feel like if I don't bring something that has some height over on this side, then it'll kind of look like it's just leaning downhill. Yeah. And I want to use this big crock that I have. It's an 8-gallon crock, I believe. But I just haven't found like the perfect spot yet. So, just got to go back to it. I think that this arborvitae. I don't think I'm gonna like that very much. No, it does scream Christmas. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere else to put it that's a little bit more kind of behind something, and I can put stuff in front of it, or I just won't use it. But when I bought this thing, it used to be like this tall, and that was last year. I planted these plants in soil because that's like a container, but this one, I don't want the bottom to rot out, so I'm actually not going to plant them at all. If I put soil in here, it would just rot the whole container, and it would only last me until the end of the season. So I'm just going to put nursery canisters on to make like a stand inside here, and then I'll be able to set the plants on top of here and make it look like they're planted. There are a few things that I still would like to get to add to these spaces, and I would like to get maybe a couple more pumpkins because I didn't have enough to put a couple like live pumpkins on my front porch, because who knows when my pumpkins on the vines will be done. But I'm very happy with how they turned out, and hopefully you like them too. So let me just show you how they turned out and what I would still like to do to make them better. Here is the one obviously in the very front of the house. I feel like it looks abundant, and I love doing little decorating spaces like this, like creating little pockets instead of like spreading things out across the yard. I feel like it gives a bigger impact this way. So as you saw, I used a terracotta container. I put a mum, a rudbeckia, and then the mahogany splendor hibiscus in there. Those are planted. And then I have like a metal pumpkin, a crock. I don't think I want to put anything in that one. I like the height that it's at. I like this menagerie of pumpkins right here. And then this arrangement looks fine. I need to fiddle with it so that you can't see the plastic containers. But I think that for the most part, this area looks pretty well done. I mean, if I really tried, I could add some stuff to it, but I think it looks fine, just like it is. And then this basket, my mom and I found, I think when we were in Mount Airy, I think that's North Carolina, before we went on vacation one year, and she used it to store blankets, and then she gave it to me, and I use it for decorations. Normally, I put 4 mums in here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would have done that again this year had I had enough mums, but I didn't, so I just thought I could fill it up with pumpkins and gourds and such, and I think it looks just fine like it is. I would love to have something a little bit taller, like sitting next to it, maybe on one of the sides, just so it wasn't just a basket in front of a tree. What I feel like I'm missing is something in this area. There's nothing in front of the garage. So what I would like to do is just get like 3 pumpkins to go in front of this box and 3 to go in front of that box. And I think that that will bring the, I don't know, bring autumn to the garage door. The final spot I did is right here. It's all the way over there is what we just did. So all the way over here is the last arrangement. And if it was like a perfect world, I would prefer to have something taller in this box and then something else in this one. But for right now, it's fine how it is. I do need to grab some rocks though and put, or a brick and put it in that basket and that basket so they don't fly away. But I think it just looks nice and abundant and I love it. And I have a mix of real pumpkins and then artificial pumpkins. This is the chainsaw pumpkin that my mom's cousin Steve made. So I cherish that one. And there is a kind of like metal wire pumpkin. I think it's just simple and looks like fall. And maybe as time goes on, I might add some lights or something just to, maybe like a spotlight to like draw your eye to it at night. One over here and one over there. Just to add a little bit of extra. Or you can get those like stake lights that have like little those things. So I don't know, we'll see what I add, but for right now I think it's good. And really the only thing else that I would like to decorate for fall is my greenhouse, and I think that that is going to be very exciting. But we can mark this off the list and that feels really great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.